Welcome back, ladies and gents. The Coffee Talk, Episode 2, Discus and Butterfly. Grab your snack, grab your drink, grab your blankets, grab your cloak. At least that's what I'm grabbing, my cloak. Funny enough, I use a cloak when I'm gaming. I don't use this like snuggle or snuggy thing. Sometimes I'll use a hoodie, but I grab this cloak because it's nice and comfortable, if you're curious. And let's get into some more coffee talk. I will preface, I am doing this kind of right. I have some more things I want to do today, but I wanted to... Oh, yeah, sorry, I thought these were the days we completed. I was like, why are these all black? I wanted to keep up with the pattern that I'm doing right now and have this as the other day. So we have Halo, and then we have this. And then once I'm done with Halo, we're done with this, I'll swap it out for a new game until, of course, this 30-day challenge is up. That is my hope. I am trying to start to record other games just in case as backup videos, but I'm going to try and not post them until after the 30 days or until I need a new game. Now, without further ado, all that said and explained, Monday, December 25th, 23. Good evening, Whispers. First wave of visa applications to Europe rejected for failure to include passport signature. The rise and fall of Weirdstein box offices. A brief history. Sold out. Replica astronaut suits experience an extreme increase in sales. I wonder why. Oh, the power hiccups didn't affect the machine too much. It's a very slow start. Seems not. Things I should probably catch you up on, but first. Leona Sharon. Road construction on Leonora Avenue. I love this new profile pic. Trucker fell asleep and crashed near the 4th Avenue. No casualties, but quite property damage. I reckon you want to avoid that area. Ew. Oh, so Lucas. I didn't even notice that. Lucas liked some racial stuff. Wonder how everyone's doing. Pretty good. Honestly, the past 2 days have been really good. Ever since this weekend, things have been looking awesome. Does everything happen for a reason or not? Funny enough, I love this because it's always interesting when people ask you just a random question like, do you like, you might be eating food, say you're eating fish at your friend's house. They might be like, do you know how common or how many common households have roaches in their kitchen or something? And you'll be like, are you telling me this because there's roaches in this house or something? Like there's it feels like there's always a reason, like an idea that sprouts a conversation or someone to ask you something. So if ever someone asks you an odd question just out of the blue, I'm not saying you have to ask them, but try and figure it out why they might be asking you that. I did some quick concoction making off camera. We have the Bitter Heart, shadows that will help you try to hide. This I believe was from the last one. Black Lemon, I'm pretty sure is also from the last one. Perfect, if unlikely, combination of sour and bitter. Cough syrup was from the last one. Here for sore throat. I remember, I'm pretty sure I had a sore throat at the time I made that episode. I believe this one was Yahi Pepper. I hope. Probably butchering that. Correct me, please. Ginger presides over the ground coffee at the bottom of the cup, originally from Indonesia. Masala chai, that was from the last one. Spiced tea from Southern Asia. Russian tea, I'm pretty sure was also. By its name, it's a totally American drink. Spice Lady, I'm 90% also was. A British chocolate drink, extremely popular in the 90s. STMJ, I remember Officer Georgie told us that one. Or was it Officer Georgie? It might have been, oh, I cannot think of it, but Rachel's dad, I believe. Rachel's the character I'm thinking of. A warm booster made of susu, filler, adu, and jahe from Indonesia. Oh, I'm probably still mispronouncing that, but that was that. So it means ginger something. That's interesting. Sugar and spice, spicy sweet, natural bliss cut, sweet coffee. This one's a new one. Lightly sweetened and frothed to help invigorate your tired mind with a sweet, biting aroma. Let me guess, ginger? Yeah, it has ginger in it. I wonder why. Step from roasted ginger with a toast. Steep with roasted ginger with a touch of honey. Perfect. I just wanted to catch you up. I did those based on just, I take the picture, I'll pick a drink, one that's easy, like one of these, and I'll say, okay, that looks like a honey stick. So honey's obviously one of the ingredients. It cuts down a lot on a lot of the drink. Now, I believe, this one, The Devil in My Eternity. The Devil says, oh no, I read this yesterday, never mind. Strawberry Hair by Rahalia on it. Put my heart on your charm bracelet. Wear it on your sleeve. So anytime, anywhere, you can always count on my heart. Unlock my phone with your fingertip. Leave your fingerprints on mine. Hit my power button off. Keep me away from the world. Two of us. Remind me to press the empty twice. Put space in my poem. You can have enough room to dance between my world. Surprised it's not so you then can, because I've read it. We don't have a grand ballroom for our chests to collide. You said my kitchen is big enough to let Beethoven fill the room with early. Oh, that's correct. The melody he composed for Lady Brett. Is it? That's not. It can't be. Is it Therese? I'm gonna go with Therese. So Therese plays feeling simply, but still prettily. Light your ball town, fluttering as within. Sorry, like your nightgown. Don't know how I said light your ball town. Doesn't make sense. Sometimes I feel like I might have a little bit of dyslexia. I don't even think dyslexia can excuse that. Like your nightgown, fluttering as we spin, like your upside down frown, as we let our touching skin. Oh, speak of our. Okay. You can keep your glass slippers to yourself. There's no need for a fairy godmother in our story. You don't have to leave after 12. We'll dance barefoot on my kitchen tile, or on the grass of your childhood park. Like Ed Sheeran, our own perfect. We'll catch our breath on the park bench. When you're too tired, rest your head on my lap. Run my fingers through your hair. Let them pick the strawberries. And down to your blushing cheek to paint your nickname. Strawberry hair. But only if you'd let me do all that. If you don't, I'd settle with your strawberry taste in my memory. I'll keep it in my breast pocket, so if you ever leave, I know which jacket I should stop wearing. So strawberry could still taste like a sweet thing. But let's not think about either of us leaving, shall we? Whatever will happen, right now, you are my strawberry taste. My one and only race, where my ego doesn't mind losing. Right now, you are forever my safe place. You cannot have my promise, but I will always be by your side. I did say that to many girls before, so it's an empty shack. But you can try to reside there, if you like it. Stay. Oh, that I will always be your safe place. Okay. That makes more sense. You already got the key anyway, even before I gave it. If you like it, if you like me, ask me to make it your retirement. If you do, I'll build you a pier. You can rest your ship ashore with a lighthouse, so I can light your way, in case you want to set sail again. That being said, strawberry hair, hoping you've had enough sails already, and are finally ready to settle in. I'm trying to think of the rhyming scheme of this. It's been a while since I've been in poetry class or English class or any of that. Like a long while. So I know there was a bit of rhyming, but I'm pretty sure there's a type. I think there's a type of poem. I mean, some poems don't rhyme. And I think this is it. But I feel like there might be a little bit more rhyming than just that. It could also just be mashing different poetry together, like different ways of writing. Because it goes from 2 lines to 1 line to 2 lines to 2 lines to 1 to 1 to 1 to 1 to 1 to 1 to 2 to 1 to 2 to 2 to 3 to 2 to 2 to 1 to 2 to 1. It goes on and on. So I'm trying to find the pattern in there. This is telling me there's not a pattern, and I know I'm freaking criticizing this. It's a beautiful story. I do love this. I love a couple parts. One of like, I'd settle with a strawberry taste in my memory. I'll keep it in my breast pocket. So if you ever leave, I know which jacket I should stop wearing. That's a neat thought. Almost like no, actually, yeah, but you get the point. Like, you enjoy it for now, but at the same time, if they say no, you're able to just let it go rather than be stuck on it for a long time. That's really sweet in an odd way. I mean, like, yeah, I like it because it's a good thing to do, I think, for some relationships at least, or some, not even relationships, before a relationship even happened, just to know that sometimes you will get rejected, and that's fine. You know, keep trying. Ask someone else out. Sometime I'm pretty sure you'll find the one, or any of the ones that are for you. I also like, so it's you can have my promise that I'll always be your safe place. I feel like they probably should have done space, because I don't know, saying safe place twice just doesn't mesh well with me in my poetry. But I like this because then it's like, I did say that to many girls before, so it's an empty shack. Being honest and open about that. I just like it. They're like, I know it might not be much now that I've said it countless times, but I'll still try. Still means. Anyways, beautiful. Happiness like a cup of coffee. Aurelia Ahmed. Hey, this might not help. Do you want to listen to me for a little bit? I want to tell you what happiness is like. To me, and maybe it is only to me, I see happiness like a cup of coffee. It makes you feel good, energized, ready to take on the world. But that's not the point I want to get. It's about how many different kinds of coffee there are in the world, and how many different ways of making a cup of coffee. Still with me? Okay, so there's so many kinds of coffee. And I'm not even talking about the type of beans and what. You know, there are coffees you could get in a convenience store, in convenient can, pop it and you're good to go. There are also coffees that are more special, made with more care. The ones made in cafes, like cute baristas with their pretty smiles. Oh shucks, don't make me blush. There are even more special coffees. The one you only find in certain places, certain circumstances. The one you know you can only taste once in your life, but you wish you could have it forever. But that's not how life goes, right? There's happiness, you know, you'll part with. Happiness you'll never get to taste again. That's the thing. You shouldn't cry over a cup of coffee. You're supposed to remember the taste fondly, hoping someday you can have something just like that. Something better even. You'll live your life in search of that better taste of coffee. Once you do, you'll realize that there are thousands of coffees in this world, with 1,000 ways of brewing. See? That is how I see happiness. But hey, since you're still here, wanna know a secret? It may take many tries before you get it right, and you might lose many things to achieve it. And in my opinion, the best coffee in the world, the best happiness we can have, the one we make ourselves. That's so sweet. I think out of all of them, this might be one of my favorites. Like my favorite. I guess it can't be my favorite. The Romeo and Juliet one was pretty good from the last game. Some of these are And this one I enjoy a lot. It's simple, it's easy, and I love the concept, the whole analogy of happiness like a coffee is like a cup of coffee. Because there are a lot of things that people explain with something like, it might be a complex thing or it might be a simple thing. It might be an emotion or it might be like how a machine might work, a program. And they'll explain it with something more mundane, something more common to the average person. And I like it. I think this was a great way of describing it. And I can agree. I do believe there is probably lots of different types of hacking. Some that are quick, some that are slow, some that are great, some that are just okay. You know? And we're caught up in story. Everything's coming together, ladies and gentlemen. Now we start that. Here we go. Right in the nick of time. Also, try to stop being as freaky. I know I may have said that. I said that in the last game. Well, I'm trying. Okay, I thought about it this morning, and I'm gonna try and not be as. Welcome, you two. The relief to see you safe and sound. Night night. I don't remember your voice, but I'm gonna go with this. Yes, we're also very early. A little scary last time. We analyzed the events of the evening and found them 31.245% frightening and 68.755 distasteful. Leaving in such a hurry is not an experience we care to repeat. Hopefully this will be a quieter evening. Yes, that is our wish. Anyhow, greetings are customary. Oh yeah, greetings are customary in cafes, bars, and restaurants, are they not? Therefore, good evening. I like that. Good even if in reality it should be good night. It's true. We find that very strange. A good evening is a way to say hello, and good night is a way to say goodbye. True. This is bring up. I love people like this that go against what is like ingrained in us, because it doesn't grammatically make sense with our world, or it doesn't make sense on some level in our world. It doesn't have to be grammar. It can be just like how people act. Is this assuming that you will never start an encounter at night? Because that theory would appear to be empirically wrong. For example, this is the second time we meet Earthbound, and both times have been at night. 100% sample does not bear out the aforementioned premise. But additionally, the very concepts of evening, morning, seem only marginally. Amanda? Yes, what is it? I think I tried to interject a couple of times. Forgive me if I'm mistaken. No, it's alright. I didn't have anything important. Truth is, I'm not sure why our greetings have this circadian rhythm. Everything's are creatures of habit, I suppose. They get attached to certain ways of speaking language. I often don't question the actual meaning of words. This is true. This is something I've started doing. I think it's a really neat thing. Trying to question like simple phrases that we say that just don't quite make sense when you think about them. Interesting. Yeah. You seem down and depressed. At least in our partial case, no one's getting her. As I arrived here, I've observed that some thoughtless language have a much more painful effect. We see and we agree. And we apologize for interrupting tonight. Don't worry about it. Communicating without a hive connection is rather challenging. Besides, we have been in a somewhat heightened state. We've been finding Earth quite curious. Extraordinary. We're keen to absorb as much information as we can during our visit here. It seems to us, our siblings who previously visited Earth, came back with findings of a rather superficial nature. We're excited to gather data that will advance the science of Earth's death. Our return to the hive will be triumphant. Ahem. Of course, we do not do such things for the glory. But still, We're looking forward to seeing our work recognized. So are you a scholar, Mr. Yes, that is a good equivalence of what we are. We specialize in data gathering and analysis of poorly charted territory. That sounds very impressive. Sounds like a combat scientist. Not combat scientist. What's the word? I think explorer is probably that. I was thinking combat scientist because I was thinking of like, they said territories. I found out like military, and I was like, you're going out on the fringe of your territory and charting it. So it'd be something military based. I don't think it's the same. Oh, DJA PCT is much less impressive than our sibling Bishop. Silver is an explorer and an adventurer. That's a kind. He's deserving of respect. And his mission to find a prospective partner is of the utmost importance. Still prospective, huh? No progress on that front, I take it? Well, I wouldn't quite say that. Very intriguing. You're always so professional, Knight. You rarely ask the right questions. I think you're a little curious about the gossip, right? I need to be more like Knight. This Knight guy, really great guy, guys. You should befriend him. If you ever see him, give him a hug. What is gossip? Gossip is information about what goes on in other people's lives. Oh, we see. So it's like data on individual beings. Yeah, that sounds alright. We love gossip. What is wrong with it? Nothing at all, and I would love to listen to you. But let me ask you, or let me at least make you a drink. We must consider our choice of drink carefully. We suggest our sibling goes first. I feel like I'm giving her more of what Neil's voice was now than at the start of this, which I believe I gave her more of a feminine tone. It's hard to do. Are you ready to order, Silver? I have an idea. Now, can we expect an interesting new recipe? You're a barista yourself now, after all. A barista? How am I? Oh, you mean the cafe? Yeah, you mentioned you were opening one, didn't you? I am, after a fashion. But I'm not focusing on drink menu just yet. Also intriguing. I promise I'm not just withholding information tonight. But things are a little complicated. Is it alright with if we start with a drink? I'll try my best to explain everything after. Sounds good to me. And I think I'd like to have some. Do you remember the first drink I ordered when I came here years ago? As a matter of fact, I do. The coffee-based drink. I believe it was, what, mint and lemon? It was a coffee drink, and I think you mentioned it was a very bitter. Bitter and tart? Yeah, I think that's right. A bitter and tart coffee. I know it had mint. I'm pretty sure it did. Or is it? It's probably. Yeah, I can mint last. Because it was the Milky Way. Please tell me I get it right. Is it? I know. Do I not have it saved? I swear it was mint and lemon. It might be milk. I swear it was mint. Okay. That bitter and tart. Milk. Because I'm thinking milk, but I don't remember actually having any. Was it? I remember it being a really unusual drink, and I don't think it had milk. I think I remember thinking it would have milk, but it didn't. Thinking it had milk because it was the Milky Way. Okay, I'm looking it up. I'm not dealing with this right now. Milky Way drink. I should try making it. What did I miss? Milk, honey, mint. It was freaking mint or honey. Freaking, I thought I just tried that. Oh. It was a coffee drink, and I think you mentioned it was very bitter. The first drink you ordered. Okay, then it might not be a Milky Way. I have a different idea. I have to talk. Right. It was a coffee-based drink. Black lemon, black magic, coffee latte, cappuccino, espresso, gingerbread coffee, gingerbread. I don't. He said it was bitter and tart. Maybe it has ginger. I don't think it's black. Do I have black already? Would black lemon be it? Coffee? No. It can't be those because it has to be bitter and tart, which means it can't be these three. You guys can't see this, but I have the list of coffee drinks. I'm trying to figure it out. Is ginger tart? It is. So it could be ginger. I'm assuming that it's bitter. Maybe lemon? So it could be lemon or it could be ginger. I don't think it was a gingerbread coffee. I feel like it was a gingerbread latte. That's my final guess. Not gingerbread latte. Ginger latte. But I'm looking this up. Ooh, there's some fashionable drinks. This list is set up intriguingly, but not the way I want. Is it? Is it day 7? Is it black lemon? Really? It's either this one, the two that are pulled up is honey chocolate and black lemon, and I don't remember serving him honey lemon. I don't even think it was a drink. Here's a black lemon for you, Silver. This definitely looks like what I had in mind. And it tastes interesting. Very minimal, yet strong. Very enjoyable. I had a feeling it could have been the black lemon, but I was like, no, that's only, it says sour and bitter. Which, I mean, yeah, in a way it's kind of tart and bitter, but I was like, no, it's sort of pudding. It would have to have 2 ingredients, right? Nope. I think I might prefer sweeter thing, but I'm glad I tried it. You know, I second what Miss Amanda said last time. The same in some ways, yet also very different. I don't know. I do think that everyone keeps changing all the time. Good, but maybe we feel like our personalities make sense because we see ourselves in hindsight. When the truth is, we make ourselves up as we go along. That is an interesting theory, sir. You have grown wiser. You used to be rather youthful and innocent part of the hive. Ah, well, I have had learn and adapt. In a couple of years, after all. But despite all that, and considering what I said about people changing all the time, I don't think I have changed all that much. In fact, it's as if I've become a little more me every day. Just revealing myself. Speaking of that, we meant to ask. Why did you choose this specific Earthling appearance over another? Our observation is that Earthlings come in a great many variety, with a near infinity of combinations. Did you run a random generator algorithm? Oh, no, it wasn't random at all. Even if at first it wasn't a conscious process, I chose the way it looked because it felt true to who I am. When I first started coming to this cafe, I had a hard time understanding the world and its rules. That there are already some things that I could relate to. Things that felt familiar. Like Hyde's eye. I'd always see beyond the surface. Or Gallows' outfit, which is a sign of kind trust. I borrowed those traits from them without even realizing. Took inspiration from them? Best pair to do it from. Just want to say. Yeah. Our species seems to have the ability to do that. But Gallows' fashion I couldn't keep after all. It came with responsibility. People stopped me all the time to ask medical advice. I could see how that would be problematic. Yeah, but then I found this fictional universe where all the stories take place in the stuff. So I changed my outfit to imitate theirs. At some point, it all came together. One morning, I saw myself in the mirror, and I felt right. Like the way I looked matched who I was. It made me feel here. So although I look different now from when we first met, and although I've learned the ways of this world a bit, and I've grown a bit, in many ways, I still feel the same. Different, but same. Yeah, different, but same. It makes sense to us. It really does. Ooh, I like that background. Oh, is this Laurel? Oh, look at that smirk. No, this is for Burr. Still no news from Ray. We think the odds are now 84.308% that she is Phantom. Do you mean ghost? We mean Phantom, as in when you think you hear a sound. But your ears are merely playing a trick on you. We thought we had established a hive connection with it, but it seemed it was only a phantom sound after all. Anyway, what does Pearl say? Her calendar might clear up soon. I want to meet her. Meet up. Sorry. Ooh, Silver. Sounds like things are going very well indeed. I think it might be time to tell you a little bit about it. But we wish to order a drink as well. Oh, of course. I'm so sorry. Go ahead, man. Our apologies, but the machine's having issues today. We'll let you know as soon as we can get working again. Here, that Earth's drink-making skills are so refined, yet so unreliable. This is a land of contradiction. Sure is. But do, carry on, sibling. Right, so I've been relying on Amanda to help me with the online part of online dating. And it's been working really well. On average. There have also been some small issues. Earthlings are strange. Online dating has a reputation for emphasizing that, yeah. Some Earthlings express their interest, but when you say hello, they never answer back. While in real life, saying hello is a starter for 99.845% of conversation. I don't think that's actually true. But I like your analysis. It seems that online, more humorous or breeding-oriented openers are favored. However, if an opener is entirely horned, it is considered out of bounds and angrily dismissed. Or, yes, that is when prospective partners send close-up pictures of their horn. Don't do this. This is not the conversation to be doing. Not doing that. I'm trying to understand what the culture is on this planet, in this universe. Okay, better. Why are you guys doing very similar things? People do that. Also, wait, if you can absorb other people's traits, other races' traits, does that mean that Amanda could absorb yours? Oh, yeah. I think it would be fine after a bit of conversation. If we get into the mood and they ask first, I'd probably say yeah. Wants to be really pretty, you know. To be clear, are we or are we not talking about horns that pop on your head? You know, like goat horn, or do giraffes have horns? I know they have those little stubs. Do those count? Or rhinoceros, or Elephants have tusks, not horns. Similar but not the same. Same but different, as they would say. I guess that's fine. Similar but not. Or are we talking about a different horn? Because I'm really confused. I can get why you probably can't say the mini pool of words for the other word, or the other thing. An anatomy part? Anatomical part? I think anatomical part, right? But I don't think saying horn just confuses me in a world where people have horn. I don't. But it feels very strange when that's the first thing they do, before they even write a single word. I can imagine. And then, sometimes Earthlings express interest. But after reading a joke that is statistically funny, 99.908% of times, they answer with a sad face, block communication. Funny for you, 99.908% of the time? Yes. Wait. Oh. Fortunately, online dating is governed by the law of large number, which favors persistence. We are patient. Amanda has been spending a lot of time on the app, and it's started to work out. And now I'm having conversations with some really nice people, especially Pearl. We prefer Laura. Her facial features are more symmetrical. Don't you get me started on symmetry here, Amanda. I will tell you what about symmetry and faces. Shape. Don't judge a book by its cover. Come on. You know what? Just for that, I'm gonna make a helmet, and I'm gonna wear this helmet, and this helmet's gonna have 2 lines on one side and 3 lines on the other side, just to mess with you, in spite of you, Amanda. But Silver seems to favor the asymmetrical earthing. Asymmetrical does have its beauty. It's just sounds like a really good person. She's a communications director for a charity that fights homelessness. She cares about other people a lot. I don't think she's been very lucky in return. She's very funny and curious of everything, and a smile. Please to say, we could sense your hormones boiling. She's the person you might be getting a date with? I really hope so. I love this. This is the pose I need you to do more of. I can get behind that. Do you have a day and time for your date? No. This is on a different topic. Please, excuse me. I think he comes back, based on the wiki. Yes, I kind of read ahead. There were 2 drinks. It was hard not to know. So I take it you've been enjoying your time on Earth, Miss Amanda? Or not? No, we have been enjoying it, but we also see the limits of it. How do you mean? We are a hive mind. A hive mind knows no boundaries or limitations. We share all our thoughts and desires. It is not difficult for us to connect. We are born to connect, but Earthlings are guarded. They have complex emotions, and they have no means of truly knowing what anyone else feels. That makes them afraid of judgment and of hurt. It must be very difficult and painful for them to connect deeply. There's so much they must let go of her. Yeah? We cannot live like that. Said that online networks were like a hive. Like a hive, but not a true hive. A true hive requires honesty and directness, as well as a desire to deeply understand others. I like it. I see. You don't think you could ever adapt the way Silver has? Silver is different. Even when he was a part of us, we could sense him looking out. That is why he has become such an amazing explorer. And that is why he had made the effort to learn Earthling's codes and behavior. He did not just want to understand, he wanted to experience. We are not like him. We like to seek knowledge on what is different from us. But once we have that knowledge, we are satisfied. Uncovering it and bringing it back is what makes us happy. That's sweet. I can get behind that. This is curious. It seems we are picking up some earthling instinct, after all. It is a good thing that our data readings should be complete. Should soon be complete. And Silver's on his way to getting a date? It would appear so. Speaking of. Amanda, we have to go. What? Again? That call was bad. That agent? Too late. Just hide behind the counter. Quick. I still don't have his badge. It's almost like he broke in here. I don't know. Good evening, Mr. Agent. We apologize, but our machine has been having issues. We cannot serve drinks though. You know very well I'm not here for free. I'd rather not involve any more civilians, though. Oh, do you mean me? I'm sorry, but can't whatever this is wait for another night? I was waiting for him to be like, oh, you mean me? Ah, don't worry about me. I'm not here. I haven't finished my drink yet, and it looks like it's raining again outside. Well, here's something that can't wait, for starters. Barista, did you happen to find an ID card lying around? An ID card? Not that I can recall, no. Well, you haven't been the most trustworthy owner. So I think I'm gonna look around for it, if that's all the same to you. Me, it's fallen behind the counter. Let me check our lost and found drawer. Would this happen to be it? We didn't have it. When did we get it back? I didn't check today, but did get it back. Seems like an important ID card. Shame someone were losing. Well, how astonishing. It was here after all. Sounds like my suspicions weren't entirely wrong, were they? So if we gave someone else the card, then Amanda would have been found. I wonder if that is like an early ending. It was an honest mistake. Before you make another honest mistake, I'd like you to remember that I'm good at my job. That sounds like a very impressive job to have. What is it you're doing, Jack? We uncover illegal aliens in action, which is why I've been coming here in the first place. We keep getting tips that there have been alien sightings around the cafe. Speaking of which, do you notice anything out of the ordinary, young man? For some reason, this doesn't strike me as young, Victor, but I don't know. I think it's just me. I can't say that I have. I don't come here all that often, but it always seemed very above board to me. Hold on, Mr. Officer. I've got more important things to do. First. Silver! Yeah. Just like Amanda. I love how we already have Marvel. Great. Darling, that could be behind your neck without you realizing it. What makes you think I actually need permission? Hide it. Ooh, it's getting hot in here. Freaking love I think that's great. Why are you threatening people on some dot? I wish you could click back to, you know, whatever thing they were playing. Wait. I love that pair. Are you sure the tips aren't a prank? It seems that some young people enjoy those as a pastime. There are very popular videos of them online. That? Maybe it is, but I still have to investigate properly. Otherwise, my superiors will have my head on a platter. You can't just waste your time on a cold trail either. Surely your superiors will see that that you've done your best. I doubt it. They're a bit obsessed with the aliens. Wait. Obsessed? Really that big of an issue? Well, Having unusual elements around disturbs the public peace. Your average Joe has no clue what to make of it, you know? It makes people feel unsettled. I see. Although the visible aliens aren't too bad from where I'm standing. At least we could identify and extract them. Aliens who try to pass for Earthling are bigger. Why so? For one, it just muddles, no matter how much they try to look like Earth. They were born alien, and aliens they will remain. Isn't an alien by definition just like something unidentifiable? So like, if we could identify that Silver is this race that he said, then is he not really much of an alien anymore? I mean, I guess alien might also have a second definition, but I'm not gonna get it. I was actually thinking about that today. I forget why, but I was thinking of this specific thing today. But now they're aliens who don't look like it. What does that mean, you know? And where does it stop? What if some Earthlings decided they wanted to look like aliens? That would be a huge mess. Would it? Anyway, the top brass insists that we go after them. And in the end, that makes my job a lot harder. All that time spent protecting them. Give me a good spacesuit wearing alien any day, you know? Oh, but don't even worry about a thing. We at Fire always find a way to keep the public safe. I see. So how do you go about detecting them there? That one's easy. Once I have my suspicions, I check their ID. And that makes it all clear, right? Right. I do wonder though, what is it? I'm sorry if I'm being too curious. The habit of putting my foot in my mouth. No, you're good. No harm in asking. In that case, what is it that makes aliens so very different? There are all sorts of people living here. They have all different personalities, different looks. And for me, when I walk through the streets of Seattle, and I see no two people are alike, I admit that it makes me very happy. So if someone comes from further away, but they feel an Earthling at heart, would they really be very different from the people who lived in the city? Then the people in the city are different from each other? Or would they just be another version of an Earth? Perhaps no less beautiful. You know what? Give me your ID. At the end of the day, I don't know. Nor do I care all that. Just trying to get the job. But you sure have opinions, don't you? You wouldn't happen to be friends with aliens yourself, would you? Now, surely that is... You do know that harboring illegal aliens is a crime. Sorry. Ugh. What was that? The machine? Coffee machine. Seems ever served now. That's pretty. Right. This is getting more suspicious by the minute. Stand aside. I'm gonna conduct some research. Cat! What the heck is this? If I'm not mistaken, this is a local cat. I came over once before. Looks like I might be hiding from another stray. Very cute. Also relevant to the current... Drat. I have an emergency elsewhere. But if either of you think you're off the hook, you're sorely mistaken. You'll be hearing from me soon. Wow. It wasn't Silver that this cat didn't like, it was him. That's funny. Maybe it's this dude. No reason. I was thinking out loud because a lot of things happened lately, so it was just processing. So I paused if it was... I feel like that's supposed to be sorry, but in a weird way. Silver, you're trembling. That's alright. I know that feeling. You could come out now, I think, Amanda. Oh, I can't. Well, we found this experience 100% distasteful. Actually, it was 40.235% distasteful. 20.8434%, sorry, yeah, 20.834% scary, and 38.931% excited. I apologize. This is just... No. You're truly sorry for this disturbance. It's not your fault. Or it's not your fault at all. But he's sticking around. The agent might come back. No. I lured him away. At least for now. You did? Well, it's a good thing the little cat came in when it did. It bought us some precious minutes. What sort of earthling are you? Or... You see. Do you speak cat? We can feel this earthling's intent better than you. It is expressing it clearly. It wishes to rest and be left alone. I feel all out of space. Is the machine really working? It is indeed. Then make us a drink, and one for Silver Eyes Bell. The same one should be fine for both. Just make it hot, comforting, and what would you like to do? I think I need some sweet right now. I really appreciate a hot, very sweet berry. Oh, I think I know just the thing. Not dark chocolate. Is it a spicy lady? I was thinking the chocolate Farouk, but I feel like that's used way too much. I am looking. The honey chocolate, right. It was that. Yes, I did. You know, I'm sorry. I can't help it. I know it's supposed to be... Really? That doesn't... Did I do it? One... Excuse me, part chocolate, 2 parts honey. I really hope so. Nope, that's not what I meant. Fuck that. It doesn't have like a special dye. Here you go, plenty of sweetness. That's not a new drink, but that's what they want. Really? So not all the time do they want... Oh, it's so wild. Amanda, all the way to 3. Oh, beautiful. I love what she says in the last one. Don't worry, Silver. We'll get you there. We'll keep you safe. Tastes amazing. Thank you, Knight. It really is my kind of drink. It's very thick, is it not? Viscous? Viscosity? 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 I'm gonna go with viscosity. And someone's probably gonna correct me. This seems to be nearing 10,000 ppm. We like how different the experience is from the drink you served us the other night. Welcome. I'm impressed though, Silver. You're quite savvy at navigating these situations. I think you kind of gave away yourself pretty, or part of it, but I think a good chunk of it, yeah, I would agree. Even if I'm sure you'd rather avoid them altogether. Yeah, I would definitely prefer to avoid them, but I need to get used to them anyway. It does sound like he's got suspicious today. That's far from the worst of it. What do you mean? You know the cafe I said I'm opening? Yeah. Well, it's not exactly like this cafe. In fact, it's not actually exactly a cafe at all. For the past few months, it's been the basis of operation. For Save. Save? I'm assuming that's your plan? Save. Society for Aliens and Various Extraterrestrials. Ah. Wow. I know. It sounds very right. No, it sounds rather admirable. I think I underestimated you. I don't know. But you see why I've had become savvy, as you said? I have a lot of people depending on me. Those who are just arriving at Earth and are confused and scared. Those who have had adopted Earthling appearances and are trying to blend in. Those who are learning to understand how to understand life here and how to understand themselves. For all of them, it's an existential matter. Ugh. Not everyone is meant to be a hive. I know I was. No offense, man. We are not offended. We have always known you were different. It is all the same to us. You are our sibling, whether you live as a hive or as an earth. That's really sweet. Amanda, I really do love. What is love? That's a question for another time. Not a conversation I think I can have right now. There you go. I'll explain it to you tomorrow, okay? After we both have her. We will remind you of it. I know you will. I love this. This pair, it won't be Gala and Hyde, but it is a good pair. I think getting a little tired. Is it alright if we go back? Absolutely. Our energy is also 98.429% completed. Silver. Is there anything we can do to help? No, I don't think so. Thank you for offering, really. But you have a different part to play and all. Been playing it very well. You're very kind. Wow. In that case, have a good night, too. And please, come again soon. You'll always be welcome. Us and many others. We know and work with you. Good night. I'd say good night to the cat, but I don't think it needs my wish. Good night. See? Now we could use good night. We find it rather odd that maybe we should continue this chat. Alright. It is really funny when my friends say good night. It's definitely, that brings up so many very fond. Thanks, Gabe. You made me smile at the end of this. A lot more than. What a night. It's been a great deal more animated than we bargained. Yeah, we're still missing. I suppose we have a new four-legged friend. Wonder what you're doing here, little one. Didn't you have a home? Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you. You want milk? Ah, well, I guess it's time for you to let me close shop. Silver. It's an honor to be related to someone like you. Yeah, because at the end of the game, Silver comes in and talks to us for a bit. And I'm wondering if it's not, like, I don't think we're a part of the same thing. We might be, and maybe Amanda's just really young, but that doesn't seem right. I feel like Amanda might be older than Silver. Just based on the conversation and how she calls him youthful. But I feel like we might be an extraterrestrial. It would be interesting if we were actually the enemy, the terrible cause that he's protecting Earth. Or, counter idea, we are helping. We are like the hero. Or one of the heroes to the. Are we one of the like offspring of that race, and they're just sending more to. We could be. We might be just one of the offspring. Silver could be our dad. Anyways, ladies and gents, love conspiracies set aside. I hope you all enjoyed. I had a blast doing it. I know I'm not posting this every day. It would be cool because then the days would match up and all that. But based on how my schedule works and all that, I usually come home and only have a couple hours that I really play, and I like to spend that either lounging about or having to do other things like cleaning up the house or going to. I guess I don't really go to appointments, but going shopping or something, other things that you can't do because you're at work. We're just spending time with some family, if anyone's online, that sort of thing, or friends. And so I don't do it every single episode, even though it only take me like 45 minutes, because that's 45 minutes that I could be doing something else when I already have pre-planned videos or pre-made videos that I made over the weekend. So I apologize that again, it's not every day, and it might be when Halo comes to a close or something. I might work on my schedule, but I also am trying to fit time for hobbies in, and it's messing up my schedule a bit. And I'm still getting so you're with me. I know there's constant changing with me and my channel, but I'm trying. I'm trying to have some sort of consistency of at least a video every other day, not including this challenge. This challenge is a separate thing. It's a challenge for a reason. But I hope you all also are doing the challenge or enjoying it. I believe what we're on day 3, I believe, or really, yeah, right. Yeah. I hope you all enjoy, and I hope that your challenge is going well, whatever undertaking you decide to take. And but as always, I hope you enjoy, or I hope your evening. I'm really butchering this. Morning, night, afternoon, minute, hour, second, day, week, year, month, era, generation, decade, century, whatever. Be going well. See you in the next one. Then, take care.